Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. So today I will give my lecture on chapter 8, which touching on the future of digital tourism. As we know, right, digital technology is improving, right? From time to time. It will keep changing from time to time, and the changes is happening rapidly. So that is why we need to cope up with this digital technology so that we can utilize whatever technology that we have in the market right now, so that we can um, benefit it to be used, right? To be used. Uh, for example, like giving information to our tourists, and also to minimize the impact towards the environment, right? So these are the learning objectives of this chapter 8. First one, right? Once we have completed this chapter, each and every one of you will be able to analyze how IT can improve the environmental, social, and economic sustainability of tourism organizations, communities, and destinations, and also explain how IT systems can be used to ensure environmental preservation, purity, and physical integrity. Describe the role of IT systems in promoting social equity and community well-being, local empowerment, and the preservation of cultural diversity. Understand how IT systems can ensure economic viability and local prosperity. Right? And then I explain how IT systems can facilitate tourists to behave more sustainably in tourist settings. And last one, identify the technological developments that will affect the future of the travel industry. So before we go further, let us look into the sustainable tourism. So we need to know what is the meaning of sustainable tourism first, right? Before we go through in depth, right? Looking into this technological part, right? So, sustainable development and also sustainable tourism. So, in tourism, sustainability is really important. Why? The because, right? Why the because? Because we need to sustain everything that we have in our country or our state, right? For example, like culture that we have, what else? Our tourism product that we have, not only man-made tourism products, but also the natural products that we have. Uh, for example, like river. What else? We have mountain and cave. So that is why sustainable tourism is really important, so that we can preserve and also conserve these natural tourism products, so that these natural tourism products can be enjoyed by the tourists that come over to our country and also our state, right? Then without this natural tourism product, I pretty sure there will be tourists come into our country, but not that much, right? Because these natural tourism products such as cave, right? We have Mulu Cave. We also have Niah Cave, and other products that have these natural tourism characteristics, right? So yes, this product is unique, and a lot of tourists from other countries really would like to see and experience about this product. Okay. All right. So sustainable tourism is recognized by UNWTO. So take note, UNWTO stands for United Nations World Tourism Organization, that aims to foster understanding between people, appreciate different culture, and promote peace. And achieving this involves changing how businesses, destinations, and tourists operate. Information technology plays a key role in making these changes. So as mentioned just now, right? Technology, right? Information technology. So everyone right nowadays uh, can seek all the informations by using their fingertips only, right? They can Google it. They can also surf any websites that they know, right? Using their mobile phones, using their tablets, using their laptops. So that is why we, as tourism players, right, tourism sector players, need to utilize whatever we have in our world right now, right? It's either mobile apps or social media, and then whatever gadget that we have, for example, like wristband or digital wristband, and so on, right? So these electrical gadgets also can contribute, right, in minimizing of paper usage, right? So nowadays people don't need to print physical tickets. They can only use the QR code as their ticket, right? We can produce a QR code, right, for the ticket, right? So they can only scan this QR code at the entrance of the theme park, for example, right? And this sustainable development aims to meet current needs without harming the ability of future generations to meet their own. Meaning to say, these sustainable developments will not harming anything that we have right now, so that these products and then also these items that we have nowadays can be sustained and also can be enjoyed by our future generations, right? So meaning to say, ya, macam-macam kita ada, right? We have a lot of cultural products, for example, like macam keringkam. What else? We also have wakumbu. We have also traditional dances. We also have um, custom customs, traditional dances, right? So by using this technology, right, we can record everything, and then we can conserve and preserve these traditional dance, puakumbu, what else, keringkam, and other cultural elements of products can be recorded by this using this video recording. So this video recording can be used by our future generations as their references, right, in the future, so that also they can produce these cultural elements of products in the future, so that these cultural element products can be enjoyed by our potential international tourists in the future, right? Right, next we're going to look into the applications of IT in sustainable tourism. So for your informations, based on this slide, we have 13, right? 13 applications of IT that we're going to learn, right? The first one is carbon calculator, right? So this carbon calculator is usually being used to estimate the greenhouse gas emissions generated by tourism activities to support more sustainable travel destinations. Right, for your information, this carbon calculator is available online, right? You can just simply type, right, carbon calculator, um, carbon calculator in tourism perspectives, right? So you type that on your Google search engines, and then there will be a sort of list carbon calculator that will appear on your screen, right? So you can just click any one of them, and then you can use it to calculate how much carbon dioxide that you emitted in the air, right? So dalam calculator tu nanti, right, dia akan tanya how much, what is your mileage, right? What is the mileage from your house going to your campus? Daripada rumah pergi campus, dan daripada campus ke rumah, and then how many days that you need to go to your campus. So dia akan calculate everything lah. Then how frequent you fly, right? You're using an aircraft, right? Dia akan tanya semua tu, and then this carbon calculator will calculate everything, and then this calculator will give you the informations, the average carbon dioxide that you contribute or emitted into the air yearly. Setiap tahun lah. It is just macam estimation lah, alright, estimations, that so that you are aware, right, berapa banyak carbon dioxide yang you dah sumbangkan, right? Sumbangkan ataupun that you have emitted into the air yearly, right? So with that you can I think maybe it will, let's say the carbon dioxide is really high emitted by you, right, based on the estimations that being calculated by the carbon calculator. So maybe in the future you can minimize whatever activities that contributed carbon dioxide to the air, right? That caused by you, right? Then next one is community informatics. So this one is more to informations that being shared in social media, for example, right? So I'm sure right now there's a lot of community page, right, on Facebook, right, on TikTok, on Threads, on X. So everything will be shared by these netizens, right, on these social media. So everything, I mean, yeah, despite the negative comments, I'm pretty sure some of these netizens will share their suggestions, right, their recommendations on how to improve the management. For example, like visitor impact management, for example, right? So maybe these netizens, for example, like Facebook page, right? Facebook page. The name of Facebook community page itself is, for example, like hikers and climbers Malaysia. So ataupun Malaysian hikers and climbers. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of climbers or hikers will share their photos, right, and then they will share their experiences about that place, right? For example, like Mount Santubong, right, and then some of the other hikers, right, they will give comments, and then some of the comments, right, will touching on the suggestions on how to improve these Santubong mountains management approach, right? So mana tahu, right? Who knows, right? This Santubong pun management is not really good, not really efficient. So maybe this community that entered this Facebook page, they will share, right, their positive comments, and also their suggestions on improving the management, especially in terms of minimizing the environmental impact towards the Santubong ataupun any mountains lah, right? And then the third one is computer simulations. Also, of course, there's a lot of simulations that being used nowadays, right? And then especially those VR and also AR, right? VR, right? Virtual reality and also augmented reality. And then these computer simulations is sometimes is really beneficial, right, towards the tourist experience, right? It will it will help in order to enhance the tourist experience, right? And then we also have destination management system, right? This destination management system is a digital platform that integrates tourism information, bookings, and destination marketing to improve visitor experiences and management. So this destination management system, it's actually being used by the agencies, for example, like government agencies. The one that we have in Sarawak right now is Business Event Sarawak, or also known as BES. And then their office is located nearby the Padang Merdeka there. So once you, when you have time, you try to passing by the Padang Merdeka, you will see a signage, Business Event Sarawak ataupun BES punya signage at the side of the road. So this Business Event Sarawak, they use this destination management system to help those conference organizer, right? And then what else? Maybe the companies from other countries, right? To know about whatever package do we have in Sarawak, right? Especially in terms of organizing an event, right? So this Business Event Sarawak, they will share a lot of information about conference center, about the hotel itself, type of the hotels, type of the meeting room, type of the hall or event hall types, right? Then these conference organizer from other countries, companies from other countries, they can easily get all the informations about the price, about the size of the event hall itself, size of the meeting room, and then other facilities and utilities, for example, like projectors, right? What else? Wi-Fi connections and everything. They can just simply entered ataupun get information from this BES punya website, right? Business Event Travel punya websites. Then they also can straightly ataupun straight away do the bookings by using these websites. Okay. And then same goes to the package, right? This BS website atau business event travel website also share a lot of information about other activities that this conference punya delegates can do, right? While they are visiting Sarawak, for example, like information about Sarawak Culture Village, what is about attractions, any attractions that we have in Sarawak, right? We have apa lagi, museum, Chinese museum, we have Borneo Culture Museum, we have Darul Hana Bridge, right? We have apa, DUN, right? Dewan Undangan Negeri, ataupun in English we call it as State Legislative Assembly. So these informations can be spread ataupun can be distributed by using these destination management systems easily. Okay, and then the fourth one is economic impact analysis. So these applications, right, is usually being used to measure the financial contributions of tourism, including its effects to income, employment, and regional economic growth. So for sure, and every tourism suppliers, especially on the activities from your part, they need to really calculate and then analyze what are the profit, right? What I mean, the number of the figure, right? Number ataupun figure lah, figure of the profits they will get from whatever they have sold, right? Same goes to the employment lah, because of course these tourism activities, right, need to be proved that it will give a lot of job opportunities to this local community especially, and then it also will help in terms of growing this economic performance, right? Especially to our state lah, and then to our country as a whole, right? And then last one is environmental management system. This one is a structured framework that helps tourism organizations monitor, manage, and reduce their environmental impacts. So as mentioned just now, right, this environmental management system will be used, right, in order to give awareness to those tourists, right? So this system usually they will share whatever informations that can be read, right, by our tourists, so that these tourists can behave accordingly, right? So this environmental management system will give a lot of notifications about how ataupun what to do, or what are the do's and don'ts, right, in order to minimize any negative impacts towards the environment, and then also towards the natural tourism products that we have to be offered to them, right? So at the same time, meaning to say, while they are enjoying our natural tourism products that we have in Sarawak, at the same time they also can contribute something, right, in order to minimize the negative impact towards the environment. Right now, we look into another 6 of applications of IT in sustainable tourism. The first one for the slide is gamification, right? Gamification is something that uses game elements such as rewards, challenges, and points to enhance tourist engagement and encourage interactive travel experiences. So some of the tourism attractions, or I can say tourism facilities like airport, right, like shopping malls, some of these attractions or facilities also offered or some games to be played by the tourists, so that these tourists can enhance their travel experiences. So some of the games such as trivia, quizzes, right? So let's say the tourist able to answered all the questions or answered the majority of the questions, they will get vouchers, and they also can gain some points or coins, and then digital coins. So these vouchers and digital coins, they can use it in order for them to redeem any services that being offered at that particular facilities, such as airports, right? Airports, they have a lot of things that tourists can purchase. For example, like foods at the restaurants. What else? We also have these apparel outlets, right? And then any other stuffs that being offered at the airport. Same goes to the malls, lah, right? And then the other one is geographic information system, where it helps to analyzes and visualizes spatial data to support tourism planning, destination management, and also visitor navigation. So for this GIS or geographic information system, the system, especially for example like Google Maps, for example, right? It's provide a lot of geographic information systems. Sorry, geographic informations, right? Informations related to geographic elements, right? For example, like the, uh, the compass, right? North, west, south, east, right? And then the height of the land surfaces, right? Because some of the land they have these protected area, right? So meaning to say, any tourism developers, tourism product developers, such as theme parks, right? Such as what else? We also have a national park, and then a museum, for example. So these tourism product developers, they can plan properly so that they will not disturb or distract any protected areas, right? And then they also can plan properly where they can place or locate their attractions, so that these attractions can be easily accessed by using normal type of vehicles, right? Not only four-wheel drives, they also can access it by using cars or any e-hailing services, right? And then for the third one, which is global positioning systems. These systems providing real-time location tracking to help tourists navigate destinations and access nearby attractions and services. So this one is normal. I think you guys also familiar with not only Google Maps, but any other applications such as Waze. So you can use these applications for you to reach the destinations that you want to go. All right, you just type the name of the destination, and then this global positioning system or GPS, such as Waze and also Google Maps, will help you to get the shortest distance of road, right? The shortest distance of road in order for you to reach the destinations, right? And then another one is virtual tourism. It uses digital technologies such as virtual reality and 360-degree media to allow people to explore destinations remotely before or instead of visiting them. So this virtual tourism usually it has the features where these tourists can experience the surroundings of the place or attractions, right, by using Google. So dia orang akan pakai Google, and then when they look on their left ataupun when they swing their face to the left, they will able to see what are the things that located on their left, right? Same goes to the right, to the upside, and also dekat bawah lah, right? That is the virtual tourism. So some of these virtual tourism, they will use the real images, right? Of course, this Google 360 will record it, and then it will can help these tourists to experience the real images of that place. And then some of the virtual tourism, they only use these 3D images, right? Where the computer engineers, right, will develop the 3D image, so this 3D image will looks almost similar like the real image. Okay. And then the other one is intelligent transportation systems. I think this one we have covered during my lecture on the previous chapter, which talking about tourism transportation systems, and these ITS or intelligent transportations integrate advanced technologies to improve transport efficiency, safety, and accessibility for tourists. So under this ITS or intelligent transportation system, there's a lot of features such as this system will help the tourists to identify or to get to know what is the road conditions around the place that they want to visit at that particular time, right? Which meaning to say it is the real-time road conditions. So let's say there is congestion happen at that particular place, there this system will help to notify the tourists. And then for example, like tolls, apa lagi? Tolls, some of the tourists they would not like to passing by the toll, so this ITS can help them to find a route or to suggest a route that can avoid tolls. And then this intelligent transportation system or ITS also can help them to indicate, right, their speed, right, so that they will not drive or heading to the place with the speed that is prohibited by the authority, right, the land transportation authority, right. Munsik nak saman lah. So this kind of system will be used by the tourists, so that the tourists will always obey with all the rules and regulations that have been set by land transportation authority in that particular states or country. Okay. What else? The next one is location-based services, or also known as LBS. And then these LBS or location-based services will help to deliver personalized travel information, recommendations, and promotions based on a tourist real-time geographic location. One of the LBS applications that popularly used by the tourists is Yelp, right? Yelp. How to spell is YELP, right? You can just simply type on your Google search engines ataupun Mozilla Firefox engines or any type of search engines. This Yelp, right? YELP. You type it on the search section ataupun search box, and then this Yelp link akan keluar lah on the top of the list. Then you click Yelp punya link tadi, and then you can use Yelp, right, in order for you to find any type of services that you want to seek for, right? For example, like restaurant, apa lagi, maybe spa ataupun massage, or a theme park, right? What else? Maybe museums, right? They will this Yelp will recommend you which museums that located nearby you. Then you can easily click it, and then you can find a lot of information about that attractions. For example, museum, right? BCM, for example, right? Borneo Culture Museum. So setidaknya pun operating hours, right? How much fees that you need to pay to enter the BCM, and then the flow, how many floors BCM have. I think five floors atau 5 stories, and then each of the stories ataupun each of the floors offering different type of museums artifacts. So all the information will be there, and it will be easy for these tourists to get to know about that place. Then if they're interested, they can just click the place, and then this place will offer. There is a link for the tourists to get the directions how to get to the place, right? And then the last one is weather and climate change systems, right? This one, right? This system will provide environmental data and forecasts that help tourists and destination managers plan safe, sustainable, and climate resilient tourism activities. So for this system, weather and climate change, it will help the tourists whether the activities is safe to be done or to be conducted during that time, according to the current climate change or current weather, right? For example, you went to Western countries, for example. Of course, these Western countries, and during the winter especially, there might be some of the places is very dangerous or very risky for you to do any um, ice or winter activities. For example, like skiing, right? Playing with the snow, right? And I think these systems will notify you whether the climate change is suitable, or the weather is suitable for you to do the skiing activities. So let's say during that time the winter is very risky, very heavy snow, right? Maybe these systems, these systems will alert you, right? Will alert you, and then the system will say that skiing activities is very risky to be done during that time, so I suggest you do not do any skiing activities during that time, and then you can change your plan to do any other activities that you can do around the particular attractions. Okay, going to the next slide. So this is the figure 12.1, right, where these slides is focusing on the 12 M's of sustainable tourism, and these 12 M's is being recommended by UNEP or UNWTO, right, United Nations World Tourism Organizations, during 2005, right? So under these 12 M's of sustainable tourism, we have economic viability, local prosperity, employment quality, what else? Social equity, visitor fulfillment, local control, community well-being, cultural richness, physical integrity, biological diversity, and also resource efficiency and environmental purity. So for your information, right, under this sustainable tourism, there are three major things that need to be sustained, right? One of it is environmental, right? Of course, we need to sustain all the environments such as natural resources that we have in our country and particularly in our states, right? And also economic, right? Make sure the activities or the tourism activities can help to generate a lot of incomes to our state and to our country as a whole, and then at the same time it will also help to give a job opportunity to the local people ataupun local community lah, right? Because local community really need a job, and then these tourism activities hopefully can give the job opportunity to the local community, especially, right? Then last one is social factor, right? Social meaning to say these tourism activities will not give any negative impact to the social elements lah, right? For example, like some of the tourists, they will not behave properly, right? Ataupun maybe they will have this misbehave attitude, right? And then it will give the negative impact towards our youngsters, right? Especially those teenagers and also those not become an adult, not ready to become an adult, right? So everything need to be controlled, and then everything need to be monitored. So these tourism activities can be give a lot of benefits towards not only local people but also towards the natural environment as a whole, right? And then the next one is about resource efficiency, right? Resource efficiency involves using fewer scarce and non-renewable resources when creating and running tourism facilities and services. What is the meaning of fewer scarce resources? Is scarce meaning to say scarce, right? Sources ataupun sumber-sumber yang hampir pupus lah, ataupun yang hampir habis. So in conducting any tourism activities, we can use a lot of resources that can be renewed, right? Try to avoid using any fewer scarce or non-renewable resources. Right, so that is why some of the tourism attractions and also buildings, right, they will use a lot of uh, energy saving system or energy saving punya technology, like for example like using solar systems, right, using water saving system, for example like automatic water tap, right, bila you angkat dekat tap ya barunya akan keluar and then the water will flow, right. And then some of the buildings also will use this water harvesting system. Dia akan kumpul air daripada hujan, right, sumber air daripada hujan. Then they will use these rain waters that they harvested to do the cleaning part, all right, cleaning the buildings and also to fill it into this toilet flushing system. So that is the initiative that being applied, right, by these tourism facilities. And then the benefits of applying IT to reduce aviation fuel usage are systems that optimize flight routes. What else? We also have coordination of arrival and departures times to reduce holding patterns caused by delay. And then continuous descent systems. And then also a design of lighter and more fuel efficient aircraft. So I think a majority of you did not really understand what is the meaning of continuous descent system. So this continuous system descent system is about the systems can the system that can help to minimize the impact to the local people ataupun to the local community itself lah, right. For example, descent systems, right. These descent systems usually will be installed in the aircraft, and then the pilot will have the ability to know the impact of the aircraft, right, towards the local people that living nearby the airport, so that they can maintain the pun height lah, right, height of the aircraft, right. For example, let's say the heights the aircraft will passing by the residential pun area, and then this descent system dia akan detect. So let's say the aircraft dalam 10 meter lagi ataupun dalam 100 meters, they will passing by the residential area tempat perumahan lah, right. And then this descent system dia akan madah, okay, it is ideal for you to fly the aircraft around 6,000 meters from the sea level, right, because there will be a residential area in front of you. Tu yang akan ada dalam sistem lah, right. So that is the meaning of continuous descent systems. Then same goes to berapa tinggi, right, the aircraft is ideal to be flew, right, ataupun diterbangkan untuk menjimatkan minyak, right, because when the aircraft, right, being on the air ataupun di atas ruang udara, right, of course lah, dekat ruang udara tu akan ada angin lah, right, angin, and then this angin mungkin akan menahan kapal terbang tu untuk bergerak lebih laju lah. So this descent system also will recommend which height that can help the pilot, right, to flew the aircraft lebih laju dan lebih menjimatkan minyak. Yang ada dalam 7,000 kilometers, right, the wind is not that heavy, and then it will help the aircraft to save a lot of fuels. So ini akan terbang dalam lingkungan 7,000 meter dari paras laut lah. So that is a continuous descent system, alright. And then it will also be able to help in energy and waste reduction in hotels. Energy management system, like I mentioned just now, alright. Yang mungkin this hotel akan pakai sistem solar, and then water tap pun automatic water tap, right, and then so forth lah, right. And then next one is about environmental purity and physical integrity, right? Environmental purity is crucial for ecotourism, nature-based tourism, wellness tourism, and also adventure tourism. And then destination management system helps manage travel destination to prevent from mass tourism, and also use geographic information system to plan how land is used and boost rural tourism. Alright, as I mentioned just now, alright, this GIS, geographic information system, it will help this tourism pun product developer. So for example, like yang nak mengolah theme park ataupun any other type of attractions, this geographic information system will alert them on which part ataupun which land area is protected area, and then it is not recommended for this developer to place ataupun to locate their premises over that particular land area. Alright. And then technology also helps teach tourists how to be eco-friendly. So there's a lot of tips, travel tips, the do's and don'ts, in order for these tourists to become an eco-friendly type of tourist, right? And then environmental purity also means dealing with trash and pollutions. Does technology help check air and water quality and removes pollutants before they harm the nature? So this type of applications that are related to environmental purity and physical integrity really helps in terms of protecting the natural resources that we have in our state atau in our country lah. Okay. And then these are the type of apps atau mobile apps for environmental awareness. So we have how many over here? We have 6 over here, right? The first one is carbon emissions calculator. Designer is ICAO, right? ICAO stands for International Civil Aviation Organization, right? It calculates carbon dioxide emissions from air travel, right? If this one is the one that I have mentioned before, atau the one that I have explained before, right? Carbon emissions calculator. You can easily type it on your search engines, and then you can use this calculator to calculate how many carbon dioxide that you contribute atau you emitted to the air, right? Yang akan nanya lah, what are the activities that you do for your during your daily activities, right? The mileage can from your house, the mileage of transportation from your house to your workplace atau to your campus, right? And then how frequent you travel using aircraft, and then where is the destinations you going to go, right, by using the aircraft. So you can calculate everything, and then this calculator will help you to show how much. This one is just estimation lah, right? How much carbon dioxide that you contribute atau you emitted to the air, right? If you have the experiences booking a ticket, and by you're using AirAsia, for example, right, you can see dekat nya pun flight time, right? Let's say dalam flight time ada pukul 8.30 first flight, the first flight is around 8:30, and then second flight is around 10 AM, and then dekat 8:30 yang akan tunjuk lah nak pukul apa. 8:30 sampai lah estimated time arrival dekat KL. For example, you are going to KL, right? 8:30 you depart from Kuching, and then you will arrive in KL around 10 o'clock. So yang kasihan, then the price yang akan price maybe dalam 212 ringgit, for example. And then dekat in the column yang akan ada angka juga kan, how much carbon emission, right? Carbon emissions that being emitted by the aircraft. So that is one of the things lah, right? And then another one is Environmental News Network, which is ENN, the designer, right? Provides global perspective on environmental issues. And then we also have Climate Pathways. The designer is New Venture Funds, and real-time interactive simulator to understand climate change. That is the purpose, right? So that the tourists will always alert about the climate change. And then My Earth, right, where the designer is Pi Tree LLC, right? And then this My Earth the purpose is to teach ways to save the environment and conserve resources. And then the Earth Now is designed by NASA, and then it helps, right, to give the data from satellites displayed in colored maps of sea level rises, water temperature, and etc. So everything you can see by using this Earth Now, right? And then dia akan mudah lah where the level of the sea water, right, whether it is rise ataupun surut, right, same goes to water and also temperature. And then offsets, right, where the designer is offsets incorporation, right, where the purpose is to provide real-time tracking and calculation of carbon emissions from transportation. And then these are the example of the mobile applications. So this one is ENN tadi, Environmental News Network, right? We have ENN here, over here. And then this one is offset project. Yeah, this one is more towards to identify or to calculate how many carbon emissions that emitted by from your car and from your vehicles, right? And then this one is My Earth, right, to see the sea level, right, of the water. See here, one of it. And then also this My Earth also can be used by the user to see how much water savings that they save in their house. Dekat situ dia akan nanya kan how many times that you flush your toilets, how many times you are taking your bath. So dia akan calculate lah the estimation water usage that being used by you for your daily life, right? So dia akan kira dalam maybe weekly, right, estimation of water usage weekly, and then estimation water usage for a month, right? And then another one, this one is chlorophyll. Right, next one is about biological diversity. So these applications or technologies that are being used in tourism sectors also can help in delivering the biological diversity information, right? So we have three groups over here. First one is citizen scientists, where the tourists can use handheld devices to track animals, birds, and environmental changes on their digital gadgets as they explore. And then another one is tourist scientists, blending tourism, research, conversation, and technology to identify and monitor plants and animals, such as initiatives like Earthwatch and cyber trackers. So these two is quite similar lah. So normally ataupun literally, right, the tourists can use these devices in order for them to track the animals, right, the type of animals, the species of the animals, and the environmental changes, right, and then also monitor everything that they want to seek for information, right? Not only flora and fauna, but also any other environmental things, right, such as weather changes, right, climate change, and any other environmental related informations, right? And then next one is voluntaries, which is now really popular, right? Then these voluntaries is usually they will make valuable contributions to local communities and wildlife in various travel destinations. So some of these voluntaries, they have their own community, right? And then they have their own platform, right? For example, like social media. So this platform they will use to find any volunteers from around the world who would like to join their program, right? So it is really easy for those tourists that would like to travel and then doing some contributions not only to local communities but also to the wildlife and also floras and faunas. Okay. And then the next one is virtual substitute travel experiences. So now tourists can enjoy the advantages of travel from the comfort of their homes by using technology to virtually explore a destination without causing any harm to the environment at the actual location. So these are the things that I've mentioned earlier, which is virtual tour, right? There are a lot of gadgets and also platform that can be utilized by the tourists, right, in order for them to experience this virtual tour. One of it is 360cities.net. Then we also have Google Street View. I think Google Street View is familiar to you because you have your handphones, and then this Google Street View can easily be viewed. It can easily be viewed by using your handphones, right? And then we also have Google Earth VR, right? Google Earth Virtual Reality. We also have virtualtravelevents.com, and last one is Gala 360. So I think this one you can try to exploit by yourself, and then you can type it on YouTube, and then this YouTube have a lot of videos about this virtual substitute travel experiences platform, right? And then talking about social equity and community well-being, how can IT enhance social equity and community well-being in tourism destinations? So the first one is about equal access, right? So IT democratizes access to technology, ensuring that all residents and enterprises have equal access, thus reducing the influence of large international firms and the wealthiest residents. So meaning to say these IT that being provided by the government, everyone will have the equal access to be fair to everyone, right? So that is how they control, right, the social equity, to make sure everything is equal, and then everything is fair to everyone that live in that particular state and also country. So other no parties that have privilege to have extra access, right? And then the second one is last mile connectivity. IT networks can now reach the smallest rural communities, promoting equity by connecting them to knowledge, education, and tourist markets. So I mean to say uh, not only urban area, some city center area, but suburban area and also rural area also have this internet connectivity, so that everyone can enjoy. And then these tourists who would like to explore, right? Who would like to explore uh, the attractions that located at the rural area, said they also can enjoy the internet connection. So because a lot of things can be studied, right, using internet, right? And then the third one is about accessibility, right? As handheld devices become more affordable, more people can access technology, breaking information barriers faced by disadvantaged groups. So this one is normal, right? And then second last one is social enterprises, right? Social enterprises like digital divide data use IT to make a positive social impact while providing IT training to young people in emerging economies. Then the last one is responsible tourism, right? Then this IT also can attract tourists who aim to enhance the well-being of local communities, particularly the disadvantages, the disadvantaged, disabled, or marginalized. And then next one is about proper tourism. So initiatives like proper tourism development and community-based local tourism can benefit from IT, making them more accessible, right? Then funding access, IT provides information on accessing microfinance loans and crowdfunding opportunities, supporting aspiring small businesses. So by using this IT, right, any other small businesses that they can get access, where they can get fundings, and which organizations or government agencies uh, that able to give them any other type of fundings that they can help them to open up their business or to run their business. And then number 3 for this slide is about accessibility for all, right? Improving accessibility for handicapped travelers ensures that have adequate information and access to tourism facilities, right? So some of the applications, right, not only for those normal people, but also they have these features that can help those people with disability. For example, those have the hearing impairment atau hearing disabilities. So these applications not only have these written punya sites atau written punya um, written punya informations, but also any informations that available in that particular mobile apps, they will deliver the informations by using audible punya features. Audible punya features mean to say uh, yang beraudio lah, right? Sorry, yang siapa-siapa yang buta, to those to those blind people, right? Because expert macam so they will use these audible features to help these blind people to get also to get these informations that they have provided, right? And then the second last one is reporting abuses, right? Tourists can use IT to document human rights abuses and bring them to light through organizations like Witness. And then the last one is campaigns for equity, right? Organizations like Tourism Concern use IT to promote campaigns addressing issues such as water fairness and displacement of local communities. And then going to the next slide, right? This one is about local control. Right? Community informatics empowers communities and supports stakeholder engagement in sustainable tourism planning using information technology to facilitate collaboration. Then these are the things how ITs could help. The first one is about remote input, right? Via the internet-based tools, enable stakeholder who cannot attend meeting in person to contribute to decision making. Right, so we have a lot of IT platform atau internet platform that we can use. We have Google Meet. What else? We have any other type of meeting platform, online meeting platform also can be used by the stakeholders for them to have the opportunity to join the meeting and then also to get involved in decision making, right? And then second one is electronic polling, gathers real-time stakeholder opinions using digital devices for data-driven decision making. Then last one is scenario-based design, involves stakeholders in envisioning innovative tourism services through collaborative electronic platform development and also fostering sustainable destination planning. Then next one, we look into the cultural richness. Of course, when tourists travel to certain destinations, they would like to see and they would like to experience the cultural, right, the heritage, right? Because each of the states and each of the destination, they have their own unique products, right? So this IT can be used to assist in various ways. For example, the first one is promoting understanding of customs and traditions, right? And then to increase the visibility of cultural resources, to monitor the tourism impacts, right? To establish partnerships between cultural and tourism operators. And then the last one is the indigenous communities can benefit from technology to preserve indigenous cultures if they are connected and trained to use it effectively. So these indigenous communities we can also call them as the minority. And of course, they can also use this IT in order for them to preserve their culture and then to promote their culture to the potential tourists that would like to know more about their cultures, right? And then this IT also significantly give the impact to the livelihoods of small-scale enterprises and local entrepreneurs by financial growth, right? Because this IT helps small tourism businesses to get easier access to funds by connecting them with banks and lending organizations online. Everything can be done online now. Applications of loan and etc. Right? And then skill development through online learning, IT enables entrepreneurs to acquire new skills and meet certification requirements. There's a lot of training program that being offered by the trainers or by the companies that offering any training online, right? So people nowadays can enroll themselves by using the trainers punya website atau through the trainers punya websites, and then they can get certificate from it, right? And then next one is natural resource access, right? IT provides opportunities for SMEs, small medium enterprises, to access government policies and resource online. So whatever policies, whatever requirement, right? This SME ataupun this the new companies that would like to run their business, they can see and then they can find all the information about the policies, about the rules and regulations online. Okay. Then next one is about building relationships, right? IT helps these SMEs expand their network and build relationship beyond their immediate community. So there's a lot of um, there's a lot of companies active online. So by using this IT, all the SMEs can build their networking online. And for example, they can use LinkedIn, right? They also can create their own social media page, for example, like Facebook page, right? TikTok account, and etc. Right? And then the last one is about infrastructure improvement, right? IT can be used to advocate for better infrastructure, including data and telecommunications facilities, which benefits small businesses. And then these are the challenges, right, in IT, right, that derive from the IT development, right? First one is challenges in digitizing small businesses, right? Small tourism and businesses struggle with technology due to limited funds, time, skill, and language barriers. So, of course, this especially those small companies, right? They have this we can say a financial constraint. So some of them cannot afford to buy the internet with the high speed limit, for example. So this might give struggle for them lah, right, to enhance their business performance, right? And the second one is about factors affecting technology adoptions, right? Some factors encourage tech use, like tourist demand, while others, such as competition, push businesses to adopt technology, right? Then the third one is a global effort for IT in sustainable tourism, right? The United Nations, back e-tourism, helping developing countries use technology for tourism and also reduce the technology gap. Then sharing economy and sustainability. Platforms like Airbnb can make space sustainable by sharing resources, but they need careful management to avoid problems. So, being to say, this Airbnb, right? Airbnb is stands for Air Bed and Breakfast, and then most of these accommodation providers are providing their own private properties. So make sure this private property is managed carefully, and then they will implement whatever rules and regulations to make sure the place is safe to be stayed by the tourists, okay, to avoid any problems occurred. And then last one is sustainable supply chains, right? Making all parts of the supply chain eco-friendly helps destinations stay green, right? Initiatives like TOI that promote sustainable tourism practice. Okay, now we are looking into the figure 12.4, which is factors determining IT use by SMEs, small medium enterprises. So in order to implementing this IT, right, small and medium tourism enterprises, they have two type of factors, which is push factors and also pull factors, right? Push factors being to say they need to follow the trends, for example, and then they also need to apply and obey whatever have been implemented by government, for example, and also they have to use that IT in order for them to sustain their businesses, and then also keep competing with other competitors, for example, like international companies and also local companies, right? So now we look into the push factors first, right? The first one is demands of digital travelers. So travelers nowadays, they are really demanding on ITs because internet technologies, for example, like mobile applications, is really popular right now, and then that is why these SMEs need to follow the trend and also applying whatever have been applied and also available technologies that have in the market at current moment, right? Then the next one is vendors of IT systems. So these vendors of IT systems have offering a lot of technologies that can benefit the company itself ataupun SMEs. That is why these SMEs need to work together with these vendors and then purchase any IT systems that they have, right? And then government policies. Of course, these government policies, right, need to be obeyed by the company ataupun SME. For example, like this government would like to um, would like to give orders to these SMEs, so that these SMEs need to I mean record everything in e-filing, right? Electronic filing. So I mean to say they have no choice. They have to follow and obey whatever policies that have been set by the government. And everything right now need to be kept or recorded in electronic files, right? And then global competition. Of course, this competition, I'm pretty sure a lot of SMEs and also companies out there, especially those international companies atau MNC, multinational companies, using a lot of internet technologies. So that's why these SMEs, especially SMEs from our country, need to be competitive and also applying almost similar internet technology that been applied by international companies, right? And then the last one is education and training. Yeah, a lot of training nowadays being conducted online, right? What the company need to do is that they need to send their staff, and then they need to register their staff at the trainers websites. And of course this training will be conducted online. All the tests will be implemented online as well, right, using their own websites or any other online platforms, right? And then now we look into the pull factor. The first one is tourist demand. Of course, demand by the tourists using this IT is really high right now, because it's really is it's really making their life easy, because all the bookings nowadays can be done online, right? So that is why the SME need to apply or install whatever internet technology or internet systems that being practiced nowadays, right? And then the second one is interoperability with internet, extranets, and internet. So yeah, the company that they have no choice, right? Everything now being conducted online. Even the marketing as well need to be done online, because online approach, right? Online approach is the most cheap cheap way, right, in order for them to promote their products to all the potential tourists, right? That is why not just internet but also intranet and extranets also can help them in order for them to minimize their costs, right? Cost of operations. And then the third one is consortia and marketing alliances. So consortia and marketing alliances mean to say this company will work under one alliances. For example, the alliances that we have, and I give the examples in the perspectives of airlines industry, right? In airlines industry, we have star alliances. That is one of the example of consortia. And then another one is One World, right? So like Malaysia Airlines is under One World. So of course this One World, they have their own standardized approach, right? Approach that they use. Then they will require all the alliances members to apply the same system, right? So they have no choice but to obey and also to fulfill all the requirements that have been set by these consortia ataupun marketing alliances. For example, like Star Alliances and also One World tadi lah, right? And then next one is certification programs. This one is also the same, right? For example, like certification for booking systems ataupun CRS, computer reservation systems. Then yeah lah, like I mentioned during our previous classes, right? The computer reservation system like CRS, we have several of brand, which is like Sabre, we have Galileo, we have Amadeus, and we have Abacus. So these four major brand of CRS, they have their own certification programs. So these SMEs, for example, like travel agencies, they need to get this certification program, right, in order for them to have the rights to use these CRS systems, right? Then last one is accounting systems. So yeah, everything need to be recorded. So for example, like expenses, what else? The profit that they gain, all need to be recorded, and then there is a systems being implemented or being introduced, right, for these SMEs to use. So everything will be recorded, right? Capital, what else? We also have expenses, expenditure, right? And then payroll of the payroll of the employees, right? All everything need to be recorded. So this accounting system will pull these SMEs, so that these SMEs need to fulfill all the requirement in terms of accounting. Now we go into the next slide, which is employment quality and capacity building. So IT can be used to attract talented employees to the tourism industry, and then improve the quality of training and educations. So everything, all the informations, all the knowledge can be gained by using this IT. So that is why it will help in order to improve the quality of training and education. So everything can be monitored, everything will be recorded, and also the assessment also can be done by using IT, right? For examples like MOOC, MOOC. So MOOC stands for Massive Open Online Course. So everyone can enroll to this course. And then this is just MOOC is just a short course, meaning to say the course is the longest period is 3 months, right? So within these 3 months, after the students or the people who enroll to this course, they just need to complete this course by within 3 months only, right? That is the most lah. And then Best Education Network is also one of the example. We have also the International Ecotourism Society, and last one is Rainforest Alliances. So for the rest of the three here, I think you can Google it by yourself, because it is just an example, and we will not go into depth on it. But yeah, bear in mind what the thing that I've explained just now, right? These courses that being provided or offered by these four examples, it is just a short course where the students or the staff can enroll themselves and to get a course and then to get a certificate within a short period of time. And then now we look into the trends in tourism information technology. The first one here, and we have 5 over here. So let us look into the first one. All right, ubiquitous artificial intelligence. The future of travel will hinge on wearable tech, virtual reality, and AI, with AI possibly surpassing human intelligence, challenging the boundary between humans and machines. So nowadays, every company, most of the companies, especially those giant companies, they will use AI, right? Like wearable tech, like a wristband, right? Wristband that help the theme park, right, to manage the queue, and then to help the visitors to get to know how long ataupun how many people is still in the queue, so that they can manage their time properly, in order for them to save their time, and then so that they will not miss out any ride that being offered by the theme park, right? And then the second one is fragmentation of information, right? This is the internet reshapes travel info search, intensifies competition, lessens destination management group's role, and also diversifies sources and user generated contents for travelers. And then the third one is digital elasticity. So this is about the trip planning is evolving with mobile tech and social media, merging work and leisure, offering personalized blended experience and features online video. So everything is elastic, but the video can be posted on the social media and then also can be posted on websites. So it depends on the elasticity meaning to say here, so we meaning to say here which platform is more preferred by the tourists, right? So it depends on the group of tourists itself. So let's say the group of tourists more preferred using social media, so the SMEs or any tourism product suppliers can post their product on the social media. And then let's say there are group of people, they are more looking into these giant companies that would like to send their staff go for training, go for conference, for example. So maybe the product can be posted on the website is more suitable, right? And then the storytelling, next one, right? Travelers prioritize experience over prices. Tourism businesses should create engaging sensory experiences and use storytelling to blend destinations, advertising, and travel. So this storytelling can be delivered using social media. I think social media is more the most effective platform to be used nowadays, right? Because on social media they can easily record their video and then also post their video on the Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, and etc. And then this social media also have like short video like reels, right? Facebook reels, while we also have Instagram story, and then also TikTok short video. So every storytelling about their product, right, about the places of attractions, they can share it using social media easily. And then the last one is the empowered digital traveler. So IT empowers traveler to shape brands, rely on electronic word of mouth, and engage in smart travel communities for personalized services. So being to say here, digital traveler nowadays, they would like to share their experiences when they are consume the product that have been offered by the tourism product suppliers like travel agencies, for example. So they will spread the words, right, using the word of mouth technique, like giving comments on the Facebook page, right, and then also any other platforms, for example like TripAdvisor. So these potential travelers who would like to visit the same destination will read their comments, and then that will influence their decision making. I mean the potential travelers decision making, whether they want to visit that place or not. And then this is another five. The first one is big data and analytics. Tourism organizations are increasingly using big data for personalized traveler experience, marking a significant future trend. So everything will be recorded so that the travel agencies, for example, and also other tourism related product companies will keep all the data so that they can read or analyze the traveling trend that happening right now, right? Then second one is smart machine. Ambient and artificial intelligence are automatically travel tasks from driverless cars to biometric systems, improving the traveler experience. Not only driverless cars, but smart machines also can be considered, for example, like autogate, right? Autogate immigration checkpoint, right? So they nowadays travelers doesn't need to go to the counter and then have the physical contact with the immigration officer, but they just can simply scan their document, for example like passport, on their devices, and then this gate will open automatically so that they can enter the entered or passing by the border without any hesitation. Right, then the third one is material technologies. Right, this one is more to Internet of Things, including mobile devices, energy storage, and also personalized hotel experiences through smart surfaces. So this one is more likely, for example, like smart hotel. They have like voice command features, and They also have their own tablet so that uh, these customers or hotel guests can easily um, order their food by using this tablet, or maybe they also can give any commands, for example, like to close the curtain by only using voice command, right? And then the third one is open systems. So this one is compatibility issues in travel tech are being addressed with open systems and standards like IATA, NDC, right? To enable automated data exchange and enhance security using blockchain and cryptocurrency, right? And then last one is convergence, right? Tech convergence, exemplified by smartphones, is linked with trends like AI, smart devices, open system, and advanced materials, driving the integration of technologies for various travelers' needs, from communication to safety and security. So everything will be converged, ataupun everything uh, will be conducted online, right? Everything can be found online using mobile apps, for example. So these mobile apps have everything, right? To find information, right? To do a payment, to scan, right? Then to uh, retrieve all the documents, for example, like a boarding pass, right? E-boarding pass, for example. So everything will be converged into one platform, so it will be easy for the travelers to do everything that they need by only using that one particular system. So I think that's all from me. Thank you so much for your attention, and hope to see you again next time.